Hey guys, House101 back at it once again with a brand new video for you, and a quick disclaimer before I start reading this review properly. This is what I thought of FIFA Street as a game to play. I may not be making any more videos of this might be a one-off. Let me know what you think in the comment description if you played the game. And I thought I'd share this review of what I thought of the game. I know people have been asking me for this, so here it is. You may have already seen this on my website. It is the exact same thing, just bear that in mind. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the Real Madrid-Chelsea game in the background. So without further ado, my FIFA Street review. We're heading back into the world of football. EA are funny things. They believe the market can handle 2 FIFA games in a year, hence the release of FIFA Street. The 4th game in the series and their first in 4 years since the universally panned FIFA Street 3 from 2008. It also marks the first time a FIFA Street game has been made from the same developers as the main FIFA franchise, as EA Canada got the nod this time around. Is it a half-hearted attempt to re-energise the series, or is it a standalone branch to something more, going after FIFA 12, one of the biggest ever selling sports games? Let's find out. One of the most obvious changes to the franchise this year is the visuals. Gone are the horrible looking player models from FIFA Street 3 and in our FIFA 12-like player models who look much better, like their real-life counterparts. This extends to the environments, which are awesome in this year's game. They're varied, from playing under a high street underpass in London to playing in a 10,000 capacity futsal stadium in Brazil, the home of street football, to playing on a whole new pitch in China on top of a building. With every new environment, the goals are different and the size of the pitch is different as well, so the varying elements do keep things interesting when playing. Another thing worth noting is that for the first time in a FIFA Street game, club and country teams are available for use, and there is a very wide selection to choose from, with over 130 club, country, street and all-star teams to choose from 6 major leagues. Whether or not you include the MLS in that, I'll let you decide. Unfortunately, minor league teams didn't make the cut, and the selection isn't as deep as in FIFA 12, but it's still a massive improvement on previous FIFA Street games in the past, where selection struggled to get past 20. The gameplay itself is split into a few variants. There's a standard 4 to 6 aside action, there's Panna mode, which often involves smaller goals and pitches, where you earn points by not only scoring, but by beating players with tricks, especially Pannas, where you put the ball between the player's legs. Freestyle mode focuses on banking and earning skill points by scoring, and obviously doing loads of tricks. Last man standing mode is simple: score a goal, the player gets taken off the pitch. First to clear their own team wins. My personal favourite mode, as the game opens up and the small goals keep a good challenge. Futsal is the officially recognised sport of street football and has boundaries, fouls, free kicks and corners. Basically, it's a 5-on-5 version, and as close as you'll get to an actual game of football in a closed environment. What's also good is that you get to have a custom game as well, to your own liking, with a mixture of settings. The gameplay overall is great, but there are issues. On the plus side, the game flows nicely and the trick system is very good and well done. The most significant mechanic in the game is total ball control. It involves you having total control of the ball simply by holding the left trigger and trying to move the left analog stick around. You can then let go and move the right analog stick in the direction to try and beat the defender. There's also going through the air with air beats by raising the ball above people's heads. These are done with careful rotations and combinations of the bumper buttons and right stick. It does genuinely work well. Randomly wiggling the right stick will probably result in you losing possession, while learning the system effectively can result in stringing beautiful sequences of moves together to leave defenders trailing in your wake. This does, however, leave drawbacks. First of all, the game is balanced high in the favour of an offense. Games tend to be high scoring and it's hard to really stop skill moves and beats from happening. You can try to tackle or close your legs on potential panners, and that's about it. This isn't as major an issue as always in FIFA Street, as this mechanic has always been in their games. It's always favoured offense, as many football fans do when they watch the game. How many people watch the Italian League, for instance? Napoli fans don't count. But when playing on higher difficulties where the AI has a high percentage of success, it makes the game frustrating to play and removes some of its most fun elements. Also, passing the ball is much more difficult. I wouldn't recommend trying to play FIFA Street like it's FIFA 12. You can't slot through balls in as well as you'd like on the 11-11 game, And aiming shots is a bad idea as they're always going to sail wide, which is really annoying. We're using some of the greatest footballers on the planet. Why is Cristiano Ronaldo 5 yards wide when he's shooting from a 3-yard target? That's silly. Also, with the confined space, the annoyances of FIFA 12 Impact Engine are highlighted to a strong degree. There were some, quite frankly, weird moments when two players come into contact with each other. You'd think they would have fixed any issues there, as it's only been 6 months since FIFA 12's release. The main mode of the game this year is World Tour, where you can take yourself and a team from a regional level to eventually conquering the world stage against the best street and club footballers in the world, from Titus Bramble to Lionel Messi. The mode itself is frustrating to play at first as your player can't do tricks at all and has to buy them with skill points, which you earn by leveling up through in games and tournaments. You can download players to your time and your team from your friends, which is a nice touch. Another nice touch is that if you play these modes online, the region will find Xbox Live or PSN players from that region. Another nice touch. The problem is that the mode is rather short, clocking in at about 8 to 10 hours and can be rather repetitive. It's just a long string of games, and the only thing you're really playing for is unlockable clothing. And the leveling up can be cancelled out by taking on street captains later on, wasting all that time on crafting an ideal squad, a mistake I made first time round. Finally, there is online head-to-head seasons and team play. Just like in FIFA 12, the only downside is that you can only play online with your World Tour squad. I find this disappointing. Why have all those teams in the game if you can only use them in local exhibition games? Seems like a bit of a waste to me. Give players the option to play with who they want online, rather than forcing them to play with their World Tour squad with a lack of options. The 2012 FIFA Street is arguably the best incarnation of the franchise to date, and does a lot of things right that the previous games didn't have. It can be a fun standalone game to run alongside FIFA 12 in small doses, but I don't think it is quite a game worth the £40 price tag. There are some gameplay issues and minor frustrations here and there, but this game is very fun at its very best, especially with friends, and does serve its purpose well. If you're a FIFA fan or a fan of football, give this one a look. Thanks for reading, and let me know what you think. I've been Harrison101, thank you very much for listening to the video, like, comment and subscribe, and sayonara.
Tough match.